Hi, my name is Gary Wallace. I'm a pastor of Pioneer Community Church. I had the opportunity to go to Cuba on the October missions trip. Um, when my brother Wayne called me and asked me if I wanted to go to Cuba, I was like, sure. And I didn't think he was really serious, about me going. And then he called me back. He's like, hey, look, we want you to be one of the pastor representatives. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't even speak Spanish. He's like, you'll be fine. Cuando en Cuba? I didn't know what that meant until I got to Cuba.
Hi, my friends at Clayton Crossings. This is Donna. I'm Donna Wallace, Gary's wife, and I am just here to tell you my experience in Cuba, or what my first impression of Cuba. I had no idea what to expect. I had no, I didn't know if it was going to be like a communist country where spies were following us, or had to be careful of what I said to different people. But I must say that it was a great experience. The people of Cuba were warm and welcoming. I didn't really even feel like I was in a communist country at all. The folks from Clayton Crossing that came with us were very welcoming and showed us the ropes, told us not to drink the water right at them, and it was really just a great experience.
When I got to Cuba, the things that stood out to me was really the statement "Cuando en Cuba." And for anybody who's been on the mission trip, know that when in Cuba, you do like the Cubans do, and they are very interested in terms of how they manage time. So every night we would get instructions of, here's what you're gonna do tomorrow, and I'd see Wayne and everybody else laughing, because I know that meant that tomorrow morning when you meet up with the group, it's no telling what's gonna happen. Anyway, the first day we had a youth rally, and they split up the groups, and Pastor Isai and myself, we were going to be the pastors and the speakers of this youth rally. And what was amazing to me was that when Pastor Isai spoke and he gave the invitation, to see all these young people just coming forward, and the longer he gave the invitation, you just saw them pouring out their hearts to God and just making first-time commitments and rededicating their life. It was just an incredible sight to see.
Some of the things that stuck out to me while I was in Cuba, the children were especially, they really touched my heart. I met one girl, her name is Wallace, and she just wanted to be with me. We made crafts, and she wanted to give her craft to me, Instead of her taking it and enjoying it for herself, she wanted to give it to me. And that is a common theme there. You think that we have so much and we want to give them. The unique thing about the children there is that they are wanting to give. Even though they have so little, they're always willing to give.
The other thing that really stood out to me is the hunger and thirst that people have for the Lord. And the work that the Lord is doing in the Cuban people. A case in point, we went to do street evangelism one day, and the street evangelism is not something that you see a lot of in the United States. I mean, certainly not in my context, even though I'd done it before. And so as we went out to the street evangelism, the pastor said to us, he's like, look, we're going to go to these houses, we're going to make some cold calls, and then when you go, we're just going to talk to them about the Lord. So I said, okay. So I figured that, he was going to show me the way and, kind of how they do it in Cuba. But he said, we went to this one house, and it was a lady's house, and he said a couple words in Spanish to her. And then literally a couple words in Spanish, and then he turned it off and he just handed it off. And he says, Pastor? To me, I was completely caught off guard. So I did what any good man would do to his wife. I turned it off, I said, Donna? And I handed it off to her. And so Donna, undaunted, she had a tract in her pocket, and she pulled out the tract, and all the tract had on the front of it had stuff on the inside, but the tract said, "Tu eres especial." So Donna said to the lady, "Tu eres especial." And then she said two more words, and then she handed it back to me. But I just said a quick prayer, and I really just explained to her that she's really special to God, so special that God sent us from the United States down to speak to her specifically and to tell her about the what his sacrifice was on the cross of Calvary for her sins. And it was really a simple presentation. And we asked her, said, would you like to accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior? And she said yes. It was almost like, really? But no, it was like, really? And there was rejoicing in heaven that day as she came to know Christ. But just overall, the hunger and thirst and for things of the Lord and for knowing the Lord is just incredible, and there's incredible work to be done there.
My message to the folks at Clayton Crossing and the NC Baptist Partnership is that all the money that you guys contribute to the mission trips, the people of Cuba, is well worth it. You guys are absolutely impacting the kingdom in a positive way. Your money's not in vain. I think that these people will be blessed. They show their gratitude here on earth, but I can only imagine the treasures that you guys are building up in heaven. So keep on keeping on, and don't grow weary in well-doing, because it is definitely well worth every penny.
Overall, it was just a really, really good experience. The message that I have for you is keep on keeping on, supporting this ministry. Every dollar that you spend in this ministry is well worth it. I want to give really big kudos to the organizers and the people who work behind the scenes to make it happen, and all you who contribute and support. Just like Donna said, really, God bless you.